So in this video, we're going to talk about pad placement and operation of the Zoll monitor. The pads that are used with the Zoll monitor come in this package, okay? And you can see where it says that they are training one-step replacement electrodes, but the important thing is that you know that they are the one-step electrodes that are going to be placed on the patient's chest. These electrodes are kept connected to the Zoll monitor continuously for fast placement and accurate placement when a patient is found in cardiac arrest. The proper placement of the anterior electrode is with the triangle about an inch or two to the right of the left breast. Over that, the oval CPR placement disc, and then in the rear, we want to be sure that the square electrode is sandwiched between the scapula and the spine, but never actually on the spine. The important thing is that we keep the electrodes or the pads away from bone, and remember, we want to sandwich the heart. Simultaneously, while the pads are being placed by someone should be turning on the Zoll monitor. On Levy 6, the Zoll monitor will always come up in the manual mode. What that means is all your controls are visually available for you to raise your energy, charge, and then shock. If I were to find this person in a systole, we don't shock a straight line, we would begin CPR and then begin administration of medications. But if we were to find a person in ventricular fibrillation, we would immediately want to turn the dial to defib, charge, and then shock, okay? Simultaneously, someone should be doing CPR on the chest, okay? We can show that here. 1 and 2 and 3, while someone else is at the airway. Keep in mind the two most important things that are going to result in success are quick shocking and good CPR. So I've identified this as a shockable rhythm, VF, or the physician has identified that. We're going to begin to charge, and keep in mind the person giving compression wants to stay on the chest. Stay on the chest until they hear the person at the monitor say clear, clear, shock, and then back to CPR. Remember, the ratio is 30 to 2. Assume we've given 30 compressions. Brittany's going to breathe for the patient. 1, 2. And remember that your squeeze on the ambu bag should be half an ambu bag.
Push harder.
We're still in VF. We're going to charge again.
Push harder.
Clear. And back to the chest again. Let's say with that shock, we now have sinus rhythm. The physician may say hold compressions. And the important thing to do whenever the physician says hold compressions is to check a pulse. Pulse checks are done centrally, either at the carotid or the femoral area. And it's also important to remember not to exhaust the person on the chest, and that we're going to switch every 2 minutes.